More excited for back to school, baby!
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah! Alright, so before I play that song, I was telling everybody here that they need to give their advice to all these back to school students, specifically the ones entering high school and entering college. Now, believe it or not, it's my sister's senior year of high school, and I'm feeling a little old, feeling a little sad, a little proud of her for finally making it. Well, hopefully she does, by the way. This is summer school year number 1 for her. I'm not gonna lie. But regardless, though, no shade for my sister. Let's talk about advice. Advice we all wish we had when we were entering high school, entering college, that we now have knowledge of.
All right. First thing you got to do, you got to find the biggest kid at the school.
Yes, let me know.
Just go up to him and punch him.
Oh?
You got to assert dominance.
So it's jail, basically.
Yeah. You don't want to be the school bitch, right? So you got to go in there, assert your dominance. And this is not just for high school and college. I'm talking preschool, pre-K, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Get in there because you don't want your block stolen. You don't want your crayons taken away.
Yep.
You want the best seat possible. Assert your dominance.
Let them know.
Attack the biggest kid.
Yes.
Girl or boy.
Or
it don't
girl.
matter.
Or in between.
Yeah.
Or both. What's stopping you?
Exactly.
So that's advice number one.
Or teacher, okay? Because that principal's looking at you funny.
Maybe all three, the three
Mollywop 'em.
genders, boy,
Yep.
girl, and teacher.
Yep, that's right. Now, of course, I'm asking this advice because I found this preparation guide that I think is very silly and stinky on us. I think we have better ideas than
do we?
them. Yeah.
I got some more advice then.
Go ahead.
You want to be mature.
Yes.
You got to act mature. And there's nothing that makes you more mature than smoking cigarettes.
Oh?
Okay. So let's bring nicotine back. Now, screw the vapes. 'Cause I
What do
already
you
know
mean back?
you're-
Almost everybody in middle school has a nicotine
Let
addiction.
me cook. Now, I know you're already on the vapes, right? But screw the vapes. Let's get one step further and get a pack of stogies.
Let's
all right?
go even further. Let's get a pipe and some tobacco.
And some pipe and tobacco. And I tell you one thing, it's cheaper. It's cheaper.
Right? And it just looks cooler.
And screw the flavor. You guys don't need flavor, right? You're mature men now. You're in high school, all right? It's time to get serious.
And here's the main thing.
Let them know.
This is the number one thing.
Yes.
You got to make friends.
Make friends.
With the janitor. Because the janitor, he knows the ins and outs of the school.
He has all the keys.
He has the access to all the chemicals and whatnot in the school. This is the guy you want to be friends with. Find the janitor, be friends with him, go in the closet with him, hang out, chill with him.
Yes.
It's going to make your life a lot easier.
I was friends with the security guard.
Those
forgot
guys
his
are
name.
those guys are just okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll let you cut
they're
class,
all
but
right.
you need to be the janitor's where
The
it's at.
janitor's where it's
Yes,
at.
yes.
You could, use his broom,
Yes.
use his mop,
Yes.
little sloppy mop
the closet
action.
in case of situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of trouble in school. You might need to hide.
A lot of trouble
Go in
in
the closet
school.
with the janitor.
Yep. There you go.
Hang out there.
Anybody else have advice for all these kids coming back to school?
I have advice.
What do you have, Sandy? I bet you got bullied a lot in school. So.
Oh yeah, but
did you avoid
it's
that?
not really about that.
Oh, okay.
You have to fight for yourself. Like, and I'm not even saying that in like a like you have to like I like legitimately mean it when it comes to like teachers and your guidance counselors. Like, if you don't like fight for yourself, nobody else will. I remember I had this biology teacher that hated me, and she made it very obvious. Like, she would always like blame things on me. She just like made it very obvious that she took my phone for a whole day, and I wish I was kidding.
Now,
Were you using your phone in
did you
class?
deserve it? What
My
did you
dad
do?
was texting me, and he was like blowing up my phone, and like it kept like vibrating, and she said, "Can you turn off your phone?" I said, "I'm going to." And as I was turning off my phone, she was like, "Okay, hand it over." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Hand the phone over." And I'm just like, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that." And she was just like, "If you don't, I'm going to like send you to the principal's office."
That sounds like a you problem.
Wow, that was a good one. I like that.
Anyways, so then I went down to my guidance counselor, and like I told her, like, this is a legitimate problem. Like, she has made it very obvious that she dislikes me.
And she's just like, well, it seems like you just have to work a little. You just have to work 2 times as hard.
Like, I have a learning disability. I already have to.
I can't learn.
You know what? Never mind.
This man was a bona fide scrub.
You know what? Never mind. We can just move on to Frank.
They took my phone. We didn't have phones back in the day. We communicated with pigeons. We communicated with smoke signals. We didn't need phones.
Tell 'em.
Grow up.
Tell
Stop
'em.
whining. Pull up your bootstraps. Stop being a little kid. Grow up. This is 1997. Be a man, Sandy. You could do this. I believe in you. This
on.
guidance counselor was guiding you. Hence the name, guidance counselor.
Like Justin's advice, if you find yourself in a situation the first week of school, beat up the guidance counselor. Show them who's boss. Take their phone.
Yeah, if you listen to my rules, you'd be guiding the kids.
Yep. That's right.
He said, "Come here, kids. Let's all hang out together.
Your future
We're going to
would
the
be set.
janitor's closet. We're just gonna hang out and
We're gonna
smell
hang
some
out in
chemicals.
the janitor's closet with the best, highest, finest glues.
There's high quality stuff there, not just Elmer's. We're talking about that old fashioned rubber cement glue. You can make little boogers.
He taught me how to mix some bleach with the right chemical, and it's gonna make you love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're eating Tide Pods. We're having a
We're gonna
blast.
have a blast in the janitor's closet. Frank, you have any advice for these upcoming students?
I guess I'm just not going to finish.
Oh, you didn't finish? I literally thought you gave the advice. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't.
You literally said.
No, move on to Frank. It's too late.
No, Sandy.
No. There's no point.
No, Sandy.
No,
I
move on to
actually
Frank.
didn't know you had a point. Go ahead. I thought you already gave your advice. Go ahead.
No, move on to Frank.
Fight for your rights, you said.
You literally said fight for your rights.
said
You literally told me not to.
No.
You literally said don't.
We are saying do.
We're saying
Listen to him. Fight.
Yeah, what is wrong?
You
with
literally
Sandy?
said not to. You literally said, you have to pull up your bootstraps. I'm not wearing boots.
That's what that
Don't
means,
these look like
though.
boots to you?
Kind of.
I
With
don't
the
even-
extra leg
You know what,
warmers,
Justin?
they look
Maybe
like
you
boots.
have a learning disability.
Wow.
Now you're shaming me for having ADD.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's a low blow, Sandy.
Kind of came aggressive there.
I was in resource room, Sandy.
I was also in resource rooms when I was in like elementary school, but then they like stopped giving me assistance in high school.
I hate assistants. They thought I needed assistants because I couldn't speak English, and I was tired of.
You
hearing
couldn't
that.
speak.
I could speak English,
they-
but I didn't have to be in there. I didn't deserve
No,
to be in
the
there.
thing was, I was like completely
That's what happened
fluent.
to me. I guess.
I was completely fluent in English, and they were just like,
This idiot can't speak English.
I was thinking
throw her in the room.
ESL and in that other room, bro. Like, leave me alone. Leave me
Yeah,
in the
no, me
regular
too. They
rooms.
were just like,
I don't
she
want
can't
two teachers in my classroom, bro.
They did
Yeah.
it strictly because I had Hispanic parents. Like they
Yeah.
saw the last name Arias Lopez, and they were just like, throw her in the room.
I wish I could speak Spanish
Right
as
now.
well as you think I do, bro. Chill.
Not
So is
for
there a
real.
conclusion to your story, Sandy?
Well, I was just going to say, like, you have to, like, you really have to, like, push for yourself, especially if you have, like, a learning disability. A lot of them will not care if you don't actually do the work and and get in there and tell them, I need assistance. Like, all throughout high school and middle school, I got nothing. No extended testing times, no extended assignment times, no nothing.
You sound kind of like a Karen. I need assistance.
Because I do need assistance, and I'm not even going to like censor myself when it comes to that. If I have it's called a learning disability for a reason. It is a disability, and I'm not going to hear any more of the pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh, you just have to work twice as hard. I need assistance, and if I need assistance, I'm going to get that. That's why now that I'm in college, I went to my psychiatrist, I went to my therapist, and I told them I need these forms so then I can get the help that I needed.
Now, hold on a second.
It's my turn.
It's my turn for a second, all right? Because what we're saying here is at first your advice was to stand up for yourself, but now you're saying that I'm kind of confused, honestly.
She's like, she wants to stand up for herself, but also needs help to stand up for herself.
at the end of the day,
Is what I'm
I
getting.
want to
That's
know.
what she's
I
trying
want
to
to know
say.
the thesis or the conclusive statement of the advice you're giving here, just so I could get this
You
right.
have to fight
For your
to
rights
get
to
assistance.
party. Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill, 1986.
Travis Kelce Super Bowl celebration.
Go ahead,
All right.
Sandy. Finish up.
She kind of did.
Am I actually
Yeah.
allowed to finish this time, or
Go
are
ahead,
you
go
just going to
ahead.
disrupt me for the millionth time?
Go ahead.
Okay, you have to
So
fight.
what I was saying, I really think what she's trying to say
Right.
is she needs help. She needs like guidance, but she wants to work for herself.
Was that it?
Was that it?
Perfect, hit it on the nail.
Nice.
I think she's actually upset.
You think?
I'm unsure at this
Well,
point.
she's always fighting on the air. This is a bit. This is radio.
No, I wasn't gonna let her finish, but you came in there, and I thought it was just payback for what she did earlier to you. So I don't. know
I
what
just
to bet
figured this is
anymore.
radio. We're supposed to have fun.
Are you having fun, Sandy?
I'm having a great time.
It doesn't sound
we
like she's
go.
having a great time.
Regardless, though, we're bringing this up because of a list, this preparation guide for back to school students coming in. You know, things like bullying and not letting people finish their sentences. So we're gonna prepare how to do better against that, right, Frank?
Yep.
What is your advice to the children coming back to school?
Do your work. Do your homework. Ace your test. Ace your classes. You don't want to be a garbage man, do you?
Garbage men are.
They make a lot of money, Frank. Anyways, I thought this
so
was
far
advice,
away.
Frank.
This
This is
went
what
so
they tell you as
far
soon
away.
as you walk into kindergarten.
This went so left field.
Make sure you do your homework
This is
and you do your
crazy.
test.
Has
Frank,
anyone-
that's what everybody
he tells you to do.
Frank's
Has
gonna
anyone
side
ever
with-
been told that as a
Frank's
kid?
gonna side with the
Yes!
teachers. He's a teacher's man.
But Frank was definitely
Frank's
a
big
teacher's
teacher's pet.
I know
He
I've
definitely
heard
went-
that before.
He definitely went up to the teacher and was just like, Amanda was eating her crayons during Math 101. I don't appreciate
I
that.
also know people whose parents told them go to school or else you're going to be a homeless person on the street.
Well, Frank, I'm glad you're not a homeless person on the street. Just want to say that real quick.
Did you give apples to the teachers every day?
Yeah, you definitely walked up.
That's
You
so
batted your little
cute.
eyelashes.
That's
You
so
looked up at them.
cute.
I don't think that was a thing anymore when I was in school.
No, it wasn't. It was you. You were the one. You were the one who gave her gave her an apple every day.
No, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
me-
sure,
let
Frank.
me
I know
give
that
you
you held it
guys-
up with both of your hands. It had like a little bow on it. You like batted your little eyelashes.
Let me give you an apple advice here, all right? Because all this silliness is making me think about actual advice, all right? Because when I was entering high school, I wish I had this advice, and as well as college. So I'm gonna give 2 pieces of advice here. As friends, people entering high school, I know there's plenty of you who haven't had a girlfriend or a boyfriend yet. Okay, my advice to you: stop trying so hard, and then one might just happen. All right. Also, amongst the friends you have, find it so that they could like you as friends, but they could like you as another way as well. All right. So keep your friends close. And your closest friends even closer, if you know what I'm saying. They could become more than friends.
Here's advice about sexual relations.
Okay, sure. Like sex ed?
Yeah.
For sure.
So, in high school, there are the popular girls, right?
Right.
And then there are girls that are just as hot, if not hotter,
Yeah.
that aren't as popular.
That's true.
Get with those girls, because the girls that were the hot girls in high school,
High standards.
and they end up being ugly
They
and
peak.
disgusting.
They peak.
I see these girls.
Yup.
I go, you were the hot girl in high school. You're disgusting now.
You're
and then I see the
irritable.
girls that were, not as popular, but had that like cute sort of like nerdy vibe to them. They end up looking great when they're in their 30s, and they were nice looking in high school. But they just weren't the popular,
Yep.
a queen of the prom sort of thing.
that's not
Don't go
piece
for
of-
those girls. Go for the nerdy, sort of
Yep.
good-looking,
Another
not as
piece of
popular.
advice, don't peak in high school, people. High school is like the least thing you remember when you're older. I promise you that.
I don't know if I'm just like kind of insane, but I don't think I ever really noticed that there was like a social hierarchy in my school.
There always is, Sandy, and that's kind of strange you didn't notice it because it's just so like on the nose whenever you're in high school.
I didn't. I like if you asked me, oh, who are the popular kids at your school? Like I'd be like, I have no idea. Like I had like my best friend was friends with a lot of people in my school school for some reason, and she'd be like, one of the popular guys from your school was talking to me, and I'm just like, who? And then she'd say his name, and I'm just like, I have no idea who you're talking about. Who's Aiden?
Maybe you were so like not at all in the present that you didn't notice everything going on around you. You could have been
guess.
like you could have been part of the social hierarchy. Hierarchy
With an H.
Hierarchy yourself. Okay, maybe I don't know English. You could have been part of the social hierarchy yourself. You know why? Because there's a certain class that's like the the unnotables or the untalkables. Like no one really knows they're there, but they're there, and they don't make themselves known.
I go through my yearbook every now and then. I go, I don't remember this
You see
person
what I mean?
at
Maybe
all.
maybe that was you saying. Maybe you stayed really low.
I mean, I was involved in a bunch of
Low
clubs.
key.
I was women's choir president.
Really.
I was, yeah.
But you didn't feel like everything going on around you? Like, that feels like you yourself are already part of it. How'd you not notice that you were in it?
Because it wasn't really a hierarchy that I noticed. Like, we didn't really have like a Regina George or like.
I don't know what Regina George is. What is
You've
that?
never seen Mean Girls?
Oh, is that a character in Mean Girls? I
Yes.
didn't really pay attention to that movie, honestly.
Did any of you watch Mean Girls?
I thought it was all right. I don't remember
seen it.
much of it.
We're a bunch of men, Sandy. I'm sorry.
We watch boy stuff.
We watch Mean Boys.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I forgot you guys drop cigarettes. You guys drop
Yeah.
footballs. Like
Yeah.
I be dropping feathers, I have to say.
Yeah. What else do you drop, Justin?
I drop game.
Balls.
I drop game.
Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Hey, baby girl, how you doing? You want to go in the janitor's closet, hang out?
Sniff some chemicals.
Did you have a list though, Antonio? Before you click that
Oh,
button.
thank you. I did have a list.
He was
All right.
ready to go.
It's very mid list though, but I'll let you guys hear it. I mean, I'll tell you guys all.
So who is
about
this?
it.
Some guy on News 12 had
This
a
is
list.
Long Island News 12, but this is mostly for the parents that kids are going back. Like this is for younger children, but I'll tell you. All right. So first is sleep. All right, we gotta start up a sleep routine before you guys get to school. All right, and it's very important that you start your school routine a week before school starts. All right. Up next, back to school shopping. Find out what your kids may need for the upcoming year. All right.
I love getting like I loved going to school with the new clothes.
Yeah?
Oh,
and
That's the most important part of back to
New
school shopping.
clothes, new shoes.
Trapper Keepers, which is before your guys'
Those
time.
are binders. They're nice.
And just like having the coolest pencils and whatnot, the folders. If you had like
Yeah.
a folder, I had one with Jason Kidd on the Mavericks back in the day.
Ooh,
I'm
that
talking
guy's
when
a
he was first on the
sensation.
Mavericks in the mid '90s.
He is a coach now for the team.
Yeah. And he was a player again in like 2011 when they won the championship that year.
That's kinda crazy.
But yeah, I just always want to look my coolest. That first couple of weeks of school.
Look good, feel good, play good. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, this says meet the teacher. It's very strange. Bring the child to meet his teacher before the classroom ahead of class.
I'll let him meet
I don't
me.
think I did that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
No
would
one
ever
ever
do
did that. You definitely would, Frank. You definitely went in like a week prior. You had like a whole basket of apples. You were just
No,
like,
I did not do
Miss
that.
Aquino, I'm here.
Now, this is advice for the day before. Okay, let's fill packs ahead of time with important papers and school information. All
That
right?
you definitely have to
Yep.
do.
I love like the first week of school. You're like, all right, I'm going to stay organized. This is going to go in
Yep.
this folder, and then
I
a
have
week
an
later, you
actual
start
pencil
crumpling
case.
up papers and throwing it in.
That
That
bag.
happens to me all the
You
time.
need to make a pee bag.
Yeah. Honestly, my last year of high school was my lightest year. I didn't carry anything. I felt like as though if my backpack's heavy, I'm doing everything wrong clearly because no one's carrying anything nowadays.
I remember going to Nassau, and first day of school, kid next to me, do you got a pencil? I'm like, you went to the first day of school without, and then he's like, you have a paper?
Welcome to NCC,
I'm like, you don't have
baby.
a paper or pencil? It's the first day of
That's
school,
what we're
sir.
known
He
for.
just walked
NCC.
in. He wasn't even on the register.
No.
He just walked in.
He just needs one so he could walk home with it. Honestly, he's got to bring it back home.
Can I borrow a pencil?
Next, we have pack a lunch. All right, which I think is fallen advice because school food kind of stinks, and especially here at NCC with all peace and love, it's very expensive.
I was going to say that. Like, why is one basket of chicken tenders and fries almost like it's like $13 for no reason? And they're booty.
Yeah.
It tastes like ass.
Next up, we have the day of advice: eat a healthy breakfast. Obvious. After school, let's do a homework space. All right. Did you guys have homework spaces coming back from school, or did you guys just do your homework in class like I did?
No, I would do it I stopped doing homework in probably 7th grade.
You were a very bad kid.
I was a very, very bad student in middle school and high school. I think it's unfair for students to have to do work at home. You're already in school for 6+ hours, and then you can't have a social life. It's like, when is the time? Especially, when I was in 10th grade, I got a job. So I'm working, I'm going to school, and then you want me to do all this other studying, and everything should be done at work.
Yeah.
At your
Yep.
school. Just like with work, you shouldn't be taking work home.
There's no
you do all your work.
there's no-
Well, I work at the radio station. I'm not at home going, let me write up some stuff for radio. No, I work. At school, that's like your job. You should do everything there.
Yep.
You should do all your homework there. You should do everything. Kids should not be coming home with homework.
Yeah, I have to agree. I just think the concept of homework is just really dumb, and it's just really unnecessarily stressful. I just think it's
Yep.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
honestly.
No,
And it puts stress on parents too. It's
Yeah.
like they have to remember like
They
algebra.
don't know how to help. They don't
I
know
forget
how-
every.
My
I don't
sister
know
asks
anything.
for help. I never know how to help her.
Yeah,
just
like
wanna-
I feel bad because sometimes my sister will be like, "Can you help me with this?" And I'm looking at stuff and I'm just
Damn.
like, "Bro, I
That's why
literally
she calls
failed
you,
math
that's
at
why she
Nassau
calls you
Community
so
College."
dumb, bro.
I
That's
just want to
crazy.
add something in terms of homework.
Go ahead, Frank.
Get it done as soon as possible. Like
That's
if you
right.
have any free time. I used in high school, I would have a lot of free periods. So I would always, if I had like some math work to get done or like anything that I could finish before I go home, I would do it so I can have that time to relax at home. And definitely do your work as early as possible.
One time I did my homework in the bathroom, and the guidance counselor caught me, and he was not very happy. So don't do that.
What?
Do your homework.
Why in the bathroom?
Because it was right before class started, and I said, "Can I use the bathroom?" And
He's
I go,
thinking and stinking at the same time.
But yeah, trust me, when my last year at Nassau, I started doing my work like almost the moment I got it. That helped me out so much, and I
can only imagine.
plan on continue doing that strategy when I
Let's do
start
it
Five
all the
Towns.
No way.
Now, up next, I have communication with teacher, which I actually agree on, especially when you go to college. You go to college, find out all your professors' emails and email them. It's the only way to connect with these professors. And trust me, they'll email you back. They love emails. I don't know why they love them so much.
Oh, yeah.
But they'll respond to you within a day. That's what I meant to say. And what I have interesting here is a new one. It says, look out for signs of bullying or stress.
Oh.
Now, I like this, all right? So as a school year moves forward, communicate with your child to see if they are feeling stressed in school. Cyberbullying information. Click here to help tips prevent bullying.
A little bullying is fine, in my opinion.
Really?
A little
Especially
bullying.
with all this stuff going on in the world with the shootings.
It builds character. There was bullying in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, and there was no school shootings then. This all happened really with Columbine. I think there was some stuff before that, but Columbine in 1999 was the start of this new trend of school shootings. And I think, the kids in the 50s that were bullied, they didn't bring guns to school. So I think that there's more to do with something else than just bullying. I think it maybe has to do with parenting. Parents should, look for signs of that sort of stuff. I'm not poo-pooing that concept that you just said. But, a little bullying. I was bullied and I bullied. And it made me, I think, stronger. I took some of the abuse and I used it to, I feel like personally make me a better person. I took, I was a larger kid and in high school, and I took those fat insults and I dieted and I got healthy because of it.
And look at where you are now. You're on the radio as an on-air personality. And where are your bullies now?
Yeah.